everyone. Good evening. Welcome to When Ladies Talk. Alrighty. So first of all, I see some people are coming in. Happy Thursday, everybody. Um, Today we have a lot of things we're going to discuss. Hey, Angie. number one in the building. All right. So first of all, in lieu of Thanksgiving next Thursday, we wanted to start off our show with talking about some things that we are grateful for and things that we're blessed for in this segment. And we might end with that too, because you could just never give enough thanks on the blessings that you have received. And first of all, we want to thank everybody so far to date since our inception. From day one, you guys have been troopers. You've been down with us, down for the count through our ups and downs, emotions, technical difficulties, and everything. We just want to say thank you. But before I go any further, I want to give thanks to my co-host here. The beautiful Latrina is in the building.
Hello.
All right. Hey, exquisite. And the beautiful Miss Latanya Michelle, who is still on her birthday high.
Yes.
50. She don't look 50, does she? Exactly.
None
she
of us do.
Herself. All right. She is still celebrating, and she's actually in the midst of her celebration, still joining us. So this is how much, you guys, we love you guys, and how much attention we like to bring to you guys. And we'll go for L. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh yeah, and me, Nikki Jewel. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Genevieve, Danette. I'm sure a few other people are logging in now to listen, because this is a hot topic that we have for this evening. And, when I sent this out to a couple of friends. I said, hey, you got to listen tonight, because we are talking about, are you the reason why you are single? And so many people was like, oh my God, girl, me and my girl was just talking about that. So I do want to say, I forgot to, I said what we as a collective are thankful for. Latrina, do you want to say what some of the things that you're grateful for and thankful for the holiday?
I'm grateful that my daughter is coming home on Monday from Miami.
Yay!
And really just grateful to be alive. I mean, I lost a family member, of course, so that kind of put me in a mental setback. But just really being able to heal, and my girlfriends and family loving on me. So I'm really just grateful to be alive.
All right, Latanya.
What's up, y'all? I would say right now I'm grateful for my friends and family. My friends and family. They showed out for the last couple of days. My clients that's online right now. I love y'all. They people understand me. And can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Is there an echo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's an echo?
Yes.
No, I don't hear an echo.
I do.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
My family my clients who basically, they understand me and always have my back. So very thankful and grateful for that.
Good. And you, Nikki?
I'm thankful for my family, that everybody is alive and doing well. I'm thankful for additional income during COVID, that I picked up more income. Praise the Lord. It could have went any other way.
Right.
And I will say that, a lot of people that I talk to, believe it or not, even though we're in 2020, the year of disaster and everything else, I will say that a lot of people that I've spoken to, they have been receiving blessings left and right in spite of, so I just want to say, that it's not that bad, right? I think we went into that a little bit last week, but it's not that bad. So I'm just thankful to see people with smiles on their faces and through all of this. And I'm thankful for being alive myself and healthy.
Right. Right.
Hey, amen, amen, amen.
Well, let's get into it.
All right, so let's get into it. All right, so here we go. So, Inga, she's so sweet. I just gotta say this. Hold on. I'm grateful for you ladies using this platform to uplift, encourage, provide conversations about issues that are relatable for most. That's right. That was
Aw.
one of the reasons why this show was thought of. Because real conversations, there's a lot of fluff out there, but this is real talk right here. So thank you, Trina, for the invite to this
Thank you, ladies.
glorious
Thank you,
platform.
ladies, for being on this journey with me. So I
That's right.
appreciate that.
Amen. Yes, yes. Okay, so we're going to just get into it because I know this is a juicy, juicy, juicy topic. So, ladies and gentlemen out there, why are you single? Trina?
Why she gotta say me first? So, okay. I know. So I think initially I was single because I just needed to work on me. I just really needed to cleanse. I needed to figure out my life, figure out what I wanted to be when I grow up, just figure out me and where I was. And I think when I went through different stages of my life, whether it was divorce or whether it was, changing career to being an entrepreneur, I just needed to sit in those places and figure out what those places made me become, or, what I was going to be in those stages. And I think we always will go through stages, but we do need to take time just to be sure we're good. So initially, it was me, and I think it still is me, to be honest with you. And I want to say it's me now because I am an entrepreneur, so my focus is growing my business. So it's hard for me to give my all to someone else when I'm trying to give my all to my business. So I just think that it's still me. And I mean, I'm just being honest, and I can't say that they're not good men out there or anything like that, because I've met some really good men, but in some kind of way, I self-sabotage it because it always comes back to I'm the issue. So, and I'm clear on that. I'm clear on that I'm the issue, so that's why I'm single, because I'm just a work in progress, and I would rather work on myself by myself so that I'm not pulling somebody into my shit.
Well, that's admirable of you. I wish more people thought like that. LaTanya?
I'm single because I'm single. It's me. It's all about me. For the longest I thought it was a choice. You know what I mean? I thought, there were certain things that I wanted and I wasn't going to settle.
Can you speak up a little bit, ma'am?
Yeah, we can't really hear you.
Y'all can't hear me?
No, we can, but just we need to hear you a little better.
Is that better now?
No.
No.
Go on and yell it, girl. Yell it to the masses. Let it for the people in the back.
Can y'all hear me better?
Or put them damn headphones back on. Just put them back on. Go ahead. Just
headphones or not.
Do your headphones,
LaTanya, because every time you say something, the
Can you
audience.
hear me now?
There you go.
I can't hear y'all. It's always something at this thing.
Go ahead, speak.
Okay, look, Nikki, why don't you go ahead while she get it together?
Come back to me. I'm sure.
That's what I just said.
I got you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I can honestly say for the longest, it was all about me saying, I'm looking for the right person. I don't want to settle or any of that stuff. But I'm finding out that it's basically me being the issue, and I don't have to be single. As a matter of fact, I've probably missed out on a lot of blessings because of the way that I think, but I'm realizing that I don't want to miss out anymore.
Okay.
Good.
All right. That's grown woman talk of you. Okay. Inga here says, I'm single because I spent too much time dealing with Mr. Wrong and trying to find myself. I know that sounds cliche, finding myself, but it's true. Fear is another reason.
Yeah, fear
Fear is
it holds a
everybody's
lot of
reason.
us. Yeah, I mean, I didn't say fear, but it's definitely fear. So and I get, look, we've all spent time with Mr. Wrong. So Ingrid, you're not out there by yourself, baby. We did all spend time with Mr. Wrong. But what I have just decided in my life is I'm just not gonna be with anybody, Mr. Right or Mr. Wrong, until I
Right.
figure Trina out. So
Let's talk about that. I'm gonna switch it up a little. Let's talk about
that's
that.
fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so we all have issues. None of us are ever gonna be perfect and stuff.
Absolutely.
So
Damn, I thought I was gonna be perfect.
no, you're not perfect. It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen, baby girl. I'm sorry. I know it sounds good, but it's not
Right.
gonna happen. So, I told myself that for a long time. I took a long break and not dating and not being with anybody and stuff because I wanted to fix myself. But I'm finding out though that I'm dating and dating one person or whatever, and I'm finding more issues about myself with dating than I ever thought about when I was single.
Oh,
Mm.
sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how could have I fixed myself by myself when I don't even know what the issues were when it's dealing with somebody else?
Well, I guess
Mm.
you do have to be with someone else to figure out what the issues are. So, I mean, I guess you could do it either way or both ways. Maybe you should do it both ways, actually.
Right.
Do it by yourself, and you should do it when you do, have a partner. And I'm not saying that I'm not dating or not open to dating. I'm just saying that I'm single. So, but I
Are you
just want to be
open for a
clear.
relationship?
Oh boy. So, are you open for a relationship?
Hmm.
I know.
Where my glasses at?
So in my mind, I'm open for a relationship. But to be totally honest with you, I still don't think I'm quite ready. I think that I still go through stages with my business because my business is so new that sometimes I just want to be by myself, and I don't know if a person in a relationship can understand that. And I've never really been a by myself person. COVID kind of taught me how to do that. Sit your ass down and listen and be quiet. So COVID taught me how to do that. But now because I do it so well, sometimes I just need to be by myself and just, if I'm sad or mad or whatever it is, I just want to be that by myself.
Could
So
could
Uh-oh.
because we talk about Latoya Michelle, and that you're saying my language, you're speaking my language.
Go
So
ahead.
can't you and the other person have an understanding? Like come up with some rules and say, yo, then we got to have codes or something because I really don't want to be by myself, but there's times that I need to be by myself. So 3 days, let's see each other, and then let's take a day or two where we don't have to see each other, or maybe I don't know what this is.
So here's my thing about that. So I'm kind of two different people. So I
Uh-oh.
want to be here's the thing. I want to be by myself, but then if I'm with you, then I want to be with you all the time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So the stuff
I
that we're
swear to
saying,
God, I
so
am.
the stuff that we're saying doesn't make any sense because it sounds good because we said it so much, but the truth is, with the right person, we kind of forget that stuff. And if they
Yeah.
understand that we need space, sometimes, you know what I mean? Even if it's just like one person is in one room and the other person's in the other room, that's a good thing.
I think I just want a buddy. Wasn't it a song called Buddy? And
Yeah,
the buddy was
ma'am, but that was for smashing.
okay. Well, that's
She's no
okay.
problem with
That's
that.
okay. I am open to that. So, let's be clear, okay? I am totally understand. I'm good with that. But I think you're right, Latanya. I need some kind of part-time buddy. I really do.
No,
I
you
think
don't. No, you
I
don't.
do.
No, you
Why?
don't. You need a good man. That's what you need.
Girl, I done had good men and I done
You
run them
haven't.
off.
No, you got no, because now you're more open and you're now more
Yeah.
willing to, to see yourself and understand that you're part of the problem. Before you wasn't trying to say, you was like, I'm Latrina. I ain't part of the problem. That's you. So
You're
now
right.
you're
You're
working
right.
on you and it's better. So you can be a little different. I'm telling you, I'm talking to the mirror.
Okay. So,
Twin.
so, so maybe when COVID is over and we can go back outside, I'll meet somebody.
Right. Right.
In
Right.
the meantime, in between
In
time.
the meantime,
Right.
I'm just going to
So,
see myself.
so we actually have some more comments here. Hey, Carol. Angie said, after my divorce, I didn't want to bring a man into my home with my sons. My youngest is 16, so I'm almost done. Wow. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I was like that too. I didn't, I dated, but I never brought anybody to my house or anything like that. And even in my current situation, like, he didn't meet him like for 6 months. Like, it took 6 months for him to come to my house. It's crazy, but I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Let's see.
Genevieve, yes, baby
So-
girl, I'm
Hold on.
with you
Inga
all
said,
the
I
way.
totally understand wanting to be by yourself. That's me most days, but then every now and then I entertain the thought of someone being in my life.
That's
Okay.
me.
Skip
That's
down
me.
to Genevieve. Skip
Yeah,
down
Yeah,
to
that's
okay.
Genevieve.
Hold on. I'm getting there. Hey, Kristen. Oh, we got some wonderful ladies here. Inga, can I just say something about Inga? Inga is my son's, I think, third grade teacher.
oh,
Yeah, we just stayed in touch. Okay, Exquisite said a friend with B. I don't know what she was trying
I
to say.
think you mean a
Okay.
Friends
friend to
with
be with.
benefits.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, okay, with benefits. Okay. So Genevieve says, I'm not single anymore because I decided to give up being so independent and allow someone to step in and lead. Ooh, girl.
So,
But you
so
know what? You literally have to like tame yourself. I was like that. I'm a natural born leader. Leo, I was about to say that. I'm a natural born Leo and I'm a leader and I'm a boss. So what happens is you tend to want to do everything yourself
Am
because
I
you're
loud?
used to doing everything yourself. And so when someone steps in, it's like literally you have to stop yourself from doing certain things and sit back and be a lady for once, So
yeah.
I get that. I get that. So here's what I'll tell you. So
Can I
we're
say something about
gonna
that?
keep it
Yeah.
moving. Oh,
Can I
Wait,
say
before
something about
Latanya
that
wanna,
topic?
okay.
Latanya wanna say something.
Oh, Latanya.
You can't. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
I'm right there with you, baby girl. Like I promise you, I'm there with you. But I think that certain women, like us, strong women who don't want to be women, I think any and everybody thinks that they can come in our life and we're supposed to follow them or whatever. It takes a special type of man. It takes,
Why is that though? And she
and
froze.
I'm gonna give it all to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give it
Why
all to
is
you.
that?
Why does it take
That's
a
how it
special
should
type of
be. You
man?
should,
Yeah.
because
But
yeah, it should be like that. We should be, because everybody can't do it. Everybody really don't have your back.
is
Everybody
it
don't
Everybody
that
have
is
you in
guy
not.
their
that
best
says,
interest.
Everybody can't stay.
hold on, is it that guy that says like that's so sure himself, baby, let's go? Is it that guy? It's that confident guy, unfortunately.
It
It
is.
is.
It is.
It
It
is.
is.
It's that guy that they don't care if you have a pretty face and red lipstick on.
Right, right. Or a
It's
baseball cap.
that's him.
So
Um,
here's the funny thing. Genevieve said, Trina helped me out with that. So I helped her out with, stop being so independent. The funny damn thing about that, I can help everybody else.
But yourself.
Everybody else. But me. But myself. My damn self.
that's always the case. That's always the case. Okay, so here we go. Are you really happy being single though?
Trina.
No. No, I'm
Okay,
not.
that's an honest answer.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Because, I wear the skirt, the heels, and the pants. So, no, I'm serious. I mean, and that's hard. That's hard. It's
Absolutely.
tiring. It's a lot. It's heavy. It's all of that. So no, I'm not happy being single. I would love to have someone, that I can just talk to and run things by, and want to go out to dinner or doing COVID, go for a walk or ride a bike, or I would love that shit. But this is where I am right now, and I got to be okay with that. So it is what it is. But no, I ain't
Okay.
happy. I ain't happy being single.
Okay. When I was single, I will say that it wasn't a good feeling all the time. I mean, what's interesting is that it wasn't a good feeling. Well, it was a good feeling when I realized, I don't, when the holidays came around, I was like, oh, I don't have to buy nobody nothing. I have to worry about no birthday. I don't have to worry about spending time. I mean, that's so funny, but it's true. But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. Like, dang, man, Valentine's Day, damn, you can't even go pick up a daggone bottle of aspirin without seeing roses and teddy bears in the windows and stuff. So then you feel sad. So it's like a double-edged thing. Yeah, it's not a good feeling all the time.
Yeah.
But what about you, Latanya?
I was happy being single until I found somebody that I was really interested in and who seemed to believe in what I believe in. But yeah, I didn't have a problem with being single.
Yeah, I just go through many different stages of
Right.
yep, I'm fine being single. Nope, don't want to be single. Yep, good
Right.
with it.
Right.
Nope,
Right.
hate it. So
Right.
I just and let me just say this. I do have a really good friend that I can talk to, and we talk all the time and all that. But I just want to be in a true committed relationship. And I need the other person to understand what a relationship means, because people don't understand that, so that's why
Is it people or is it men?
No, because I have some women friends that don't understand it too, so I can't say it's men. I can't say that, because I do have some women friends that are so one-sided that everything needs to be about them, and that's not a relationship either.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah,
Sure.
That's true.
Sure.
That's real talk.
What is
Because
a relationship?
I was her. I was that selfish, all about me person. So I get it. I get it. But yeah, I just want a true relationship.
What's a relationship? What's the definition of a relationship?
To you.
So the definition of a relationship for me is someone who knows me before I have to even tell them. They know what I'm going through. They can read my body language. They can read what I'm saying, what I'm not saying, and not cater to that, but cater to that. So I just want someone who just knows me, who takes the time to get to know me and get to learn me and my ways and my behavior, and my needs and my wants, and do that. But I'm going to give all that too. So to me, a relationship is a person that mirrors me. When I look in the mirror, I should see my man, because we alike. We on the same page. So that's what it means to me.
Nikki?
Relationship means to me, like it's more for me. It's more of a partnership. It's like we're building together. We're having fun together. We're traveling together. We're building businesses together. We're building like our little mini empire. We're in this little bubble, and nobody could touch us. It's sharing, caring, all the typical typey stuff that you hear. Because I'm one of those romantic kind of persons, fairy tales and blah blah blah. Even though they don't always come true. But I would like to say that for me, if I had to sum it up in one word, it's a partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the places I feel
like you.
Well, before we go to Latanya, is one thing I wanted to go back and say. That's one of the reasons my marriage failed, is because my marriage was a business and it was not a relationship. It was truly a business. We ran a good business. We ran a fabulous mother-father business, but it was not a true partnership relationship. So, it was just a business. And sometimes I go into these dating things as a business, and that's me. That's on me. But
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, like business, but you do have to weigh the pros and the cons a little bit. You have to think. I mean, if you think about how you operate a business, right? You don't just go into business with any old body.
Girl, but I shouldn't go into business.
People do it all the time, right?
I shouldn't go into business asking your damn FICO score, blood type, and all that bullshit either. Okay.
Right.
So I'm telling you.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't think you should probably ask that on the first date. But I do think. I mean, what?
I do. Because I don't want to waste my time, girl. 51 years old, I ain't got about 49 more years to live.
So what if you find a broke guy that's like really good?
Been there, done that, won't do it ever again.
The broke guy.
So
Uh-oh.
my
Been there.
so
Okay,
my
so is
idea,
it you? Like that goes
my
back to
listen, my idea of a relationship is a solid foundation, like where it's two people who basically make a commitment to each other that do no matter what, we gonna work this out. We're not gonna let nobody come between us. Everything that comes our way, we're gonna do this and we're gonna make it work. You know what I mean? We're going
Yep.
to love each other. We're gonna pour into each other. We're gonna be considerate of each other. It's all about me and you. It's like what's the word? It's all about me and you. We just
Yeah.
go through it all, you
Hand
know,
in hand. One.
hand in
Y'all.
hand.
Y'all are one.
Can't
You're
no
just
can't
one
nobody
person.
come between,
Yep.
can't nobody break it.
Yeah.
right.
So that's
I
my
love that. Love it.
Okay,
Love it.
so with that being said, right? Are you stuck in your past? Could that be one of the reasons why you are single?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I stuck in my past? I would say I was, but I would say I'm not stuck in my past anymore. But I would say that that was a lot of the reason that I wasn't open to relationships, or maybe just judging people because they might have looked like somebody else or talk like, act like, smoke like, whatever it was, somebody else. So yes, I was stuck in my past, but I've moved past that. So I would say I'm not anymore, but I definitely was. Definitely was.
Tanya, you were?
I think so, because but it wasn't like past relationships. It was just, I'm sorry, it's my phone. Not past relationships with prior men, but it's just how people treated me as a whole or saw me as a whole. So that kind of, I'm very, my wall is up and protective because of people taking me for granted or whatever. And you get tired of rejection or you get tired of issues. So,
But you're being stuck in your past doesn't always have to mean, just like you said, because of a relationship. It could
True.
have been because of any pain or any whatever that you had gone through. So I definitely get that.
I've experienced that too. The whole, like, especially when you get hurt, you be like, oh my God, if this is what I have to go through, like, do
I
I
don't
want
want
to
it.
chance this ever again? Oh my
Right.
God, like putting my heart out there, especially if you're that type of person that you're good through and through, and you give your heart to something or to anything, like you put your all into it, and then comes crumbling down, and not by way of you, just by, it could be a situation, it could be that sometimes you ever like hear those stories about two people that you thought was going to last forever, all of the cards were stacked for them and everything, and they still didn't work out because sometimes love is just not enough. You could love
It's not.
for
But you
kindness,
know what?
not enough.
I said that. I promise you, I used to say that up until this week. And I don't know what happened. I went through a funk, and I just remember I've changed so much. Love is enough. Love is enough. We just don't know the true definition of love. Love is the answer. Love conquers all. Love is really what keeps you together and makes you keep going. But you got to want it, and it's got to be intention about it. And both people have got to be
Both.
involved with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Agreed.
love really is enough. You just got to know, both of you guys got to really be in love.
Yeah. I also, some of my past that I was stuck in is some of my old ways as well. Because I was not always faithful. And I had a problem being faithful. So I just,
Trina.
Funny. I love her. I
Yeah,
love her.
I mean, I'm
I
just
swear
being
I love her.
honest. I'm just being honest that I have not always been a faithful person. So, I don't like to hurt people anymore.
ones.
Uh,
I
no,
said
that is not
always
true.
them pretty ones.
That is, no, it's not always the pretty ones. It's always the ones that men allow to get away with it. That's what it is. And it's always the ones that think they slick. So it ain't got nothing to do with being pretty. But I'm just saying that I have not always been a faithful person, and I have had to change that past behavior. So was I stuck in my past? Yes, even from just not being a faithful person. And I'm sure I was that way because I could be that. I could do that. I could have multiple people and it'd be okay. But then I came across somebody where that shit wasn't okay. And they told me that shit wasn't okay. And I'm like, oh, it's not? Oh,
Girl.
okay. My bad.
Okay.
Shit crazy.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest.
You really thought it was okay though?
No, I didn't think it was okay. It was just cool getting away with it.
Right.
Wow.
That's a lot of people. People get away with what they think they can get, what they get away with.
Right. But I didn't want to hurt people anymore. And then I got, just sick of trying to keep track. And again, when a person found out, they was like, Trina, that shit ain't cool, because it's happened to you before. So why are you doing something that hurt you to hurt somebody else?
Because that was you crying out for help.
Probably.
Tis.
Okay, hey, I said I'm not that person no more now, okay? I said I'm not her.
Okay, so listen, so we have some commentary. So let's see.
Okay, go ahead.
What we got going on. So Genevieve said, I think most people get stuck in the past as far as men being so emotionally unavailable. Ding, ding on that one.
Yeah.
Melanie, hey, Melanie, she said, you want him to be the yin to your yang and nothing can come between that. We got our good old resident male online. Rondell said, I was definitely stuck in my past because I kept effing up good relationships, then regretting it.
Yeah.
Carla says, Katrina, I like the size of your drink, girl.
Girl, I know wait, but first of all, that's my cousin calling me by the wrong name. I just want to be clear of that. I just want to be clear of that.
Oh, Carla, tis.
Right.
Let's see. Rondell said, I had to stop hurting myself by cheating.
Yeah.
And a lot of people said they understand you, Trina. So yeah.
I'm just being honest. And that's the thing. People are just not being honest with themselves and who they are.
Right.
And
yeah, but that's a journey though. That you just that's a journey. That's almost like a milestone, coming of age type of thing.
It is. It's just like when you asked me if I could date a broke man. No, because I've been there, done that, and I'm not gonna lie about that. Yeah. No, I'm not going back there. If we got to pull $200 on a credit card on 3 or 4 of them, dude, I can't. I'm not there. I'm just not.
Funny.
No,
she's funny.
I feel you.
Lord, please, Lord, please don't ever put me in that situation. Please. Let me be clear. Lord, please, I'm grateful for everything that I have, but I'm just being honest.
Okay, so here we go. Do you categorize people? And that's for everybody. Let's hear some of your responses. Do you categorize people? Maybe that's why you're tapping yourself out.
So I used to, right? I used to like tall, light-skinned people who was gonna give me some pretty babies. So I did that. That shit didn't fucking work out, right? So
funny as crap.
I mean, I'm just being honest. So did that, but over the past probably like 5 years. No, I don't categorize them anymore, and I don't judge them by their cover anymore. I just accept people for who they are and then determine if that I can work with that. But I used to. Yep.
LaTanya?
I go by people as individuals because I want people to look at me the same way. I think that's really important. And I've always been against stereotypes or whatever and stuff. So I really try to judge people for who they are.
That's good. That's how it should be. When I be a big girl, I'm gonna do that as soon as I grow up.
You almost there. You getting closer.
I'm close, but I'm not a big girl just yet. So, what about you, Nikki?
I used to. I used to. It's so funny. Oh God. Any of my girlfriends, if y'all listening. When I kind of still do. When we talk about guys, or certain guys, they are categorized. Mr. Tall, Mr. Short, money bags, Mr.
But
Big.
that's just a nickname. That's just kind of like a title. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well,
I think we all give all these guys titles based off of something. You know what I
so,
mean? Like,
well, I mean, categorize
he
them.
said broke.
Rondell,
Broke.
didn't I just tell you we not date nobody
He
broke?
said
Well,
broke.
or ugly.
Ugly.
We not date
Broke,
nobody
ugly.
broke or ugly.
Yes, yes, ugly. That is true. Okay, I might have
Well,
lied a little.
well, put it like this. Yes, I did. When I was a single person, I did. I definitely did. And but I did it. It was specific to what I realized my needs were at the time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Chris. It just was. For example, like if I have a 15-year-old. If I met a guy that had like 4 other children on top of my 15-year-old, and I had to categorize. I was like, this one, he's a nice guy, but this is not in my box because I can't. I'm barely dealing with mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You just weigh certain things based on what your wants and needs are. And I think we do that with everything, not just relationships or, just out there dating. But
Right.
yeah, I did, but I pretty much don't now. What you mean, Christian? Nikki definitely has a type. Everybody swear they know my type, and it's not the case. But anyway, I digress. Let me see. Malika said, I'm not going to settle into a type or category of men. I haven't found happiness doing that. That's
I
true.
love that.
You do have to
I
be
love
open.
You know what?
As long as they're not broke, but go ahead. I'm just saying.
Did she say no?
At this point in our lives, somebody should be adding. We've all heard this. We heard this on other talk shows and books. Somebody should be adding to your life, right?
Rondell, please tell me what you mean about what if he's handling his business? What kind of
fashion?
No,
he could have just lost his job. He could have just went through a hard time.
So let me be clear.
Oh,
we're gonna sit down and we're gonna find out all that, right? And then if we find out that you got a spending problem, or if we find out that you just owe all these people for the past 20 years, I cannot work with that. See, because we've all been there, done that. And if you still doing that at 50, I cannot. I don't have the patience for that. I teach my kids not to do that. I don't have time to teach somebody else that. I'm done.
Okay, calm down. I was just
It
checking.
pisses me off.
Hold on.
Devil's advocate.
Latoya want me to be with somebody broke. No, don't.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
not gonna be with somebody broke. So I was just throwing it out there.
Hold on. Bridget, shut up. First of all, she's talking about I agree with Krishna on my type, whatever.
Oh.
Malika said, I don't want broke, but broke with potential is something worth exploring. I've been there and done that too. It depends on like, I would have to see him actively pursuing getting to where he needs to be. It can't be like the day is you just sitting by for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. I can't have that.
Right.
Next. Okay. Anyway, so for everybody, are our expectations too high?
I don't think mine are.
Hey, Cherie.
Yeah, I don't think my expectations are high. I mean, my expectations are just, honesty, loyalty, being faithful, having
not
faith.
Broke.
I'm getting there.
Having a lot of money.
No. You don't have to have a lot of money. You just can't be broke or broke. So, but my expectations are not too high because I don't have really a whole lot of expectations. But no, I don't think they're high.
Okay. Latanya, and I want to hear from the people. Are your expectations too high? Could that be the reason why you're single, Latanya?
I don't think so. What I'm learning is that my expectation in a man isn't too high, but I have to just make sure I check myself. I know what I could give. I could give I'm a total package, and I know that. But I think that when I'm dealing with a man or whatever, I have to look at how I think. I don't know if that makes sense, but we can't just look at we can't look at whether he's broke or not. We got to look at his full attributes, all of his attributes and what he has to give. Even the bad stuff, we got to figure out, does the good way outweigh the bad or whatever? So I just look at things a little different now than I did before.
Well, I look at it as like, again, business. When I used to work for someone else, I knew my worth and I would not accept anything less than what I felt that salary should be because I knew my worth. And I go into that with relationships. I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know my worth and I can't back down from that.
Okay. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Mr. Devon.
Hey, Daddy. Hey, my daddy.
Okay, so let's see. Inga says, I've been told mine are, but I don't think so. At this point in my life, I know what I want and deserve. I want my man to at least have or more. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Agreed. My expectations are not that high either. I just have basic grown person things in place. You know, for me, that's what I mean. Like, you don't have to have $1 million, but
Right.
I mean, you should be able to take care of, be able to, like, if you get sick, you should be able to have some sort of insurance or something to go take care of that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm talking about basic stuff that people think that as adults that these are things that they should already know. You know, and I've met plenty of people that just didn't have certain things lined up. And I thought it was bizarre because I'm thinking as an adult, you should at least have that. So, yeah.
Other than money, though, what are some of y'all expectations?
Mine is spending time.
Yeah.
Mine is having faith in God. Mine is praying with me and praying for me. Mine is being loving children, loving family, a good relationship with your mother, unless your mother was, this horrible person. But I mean, mine is those are just some of my basics. And just, I want to have fun. Don't make me sad all the time. I'm not trying to, be unhappy. So even if we get into a crisis, let's make the best of the crisis. But my expectations are simple. They're very, very simple. So those are just some of mine.
Nikki?
I agree with a lot of what you're saying there. Yeah, you have to have a good heart and you have to be able to laugh at yourself and have fun. And you can't take life too seriously. With me, I need to be laughing. I'm a happy, jovial person. Like, I just can't have like Wimpy Wally or No Hope Bob, somebody that's negative,
Wait, what's their name? Wimpy
Wally, No Hope Bob.
I love it.
Nagging. No, I just, you have to be upbeat. You have to have a positive mindset, that it's not the end of the world, for me. You have to care. You have to care about the common man, the common human being. Like, stuff I think is basic. Now, you know what? I've been with dudes that were kind of like rough around the edges because that's just something they just didn't grow up with. So or they didn't come from a loving family or something like that. So, like, to hold my hand in the street was a thing, but eventually, with me just being that way and just being myself and them allowing to be able to receive that, eventually they came along. So now they started holding my hand, you know what I'm saying? Or displaying public displays of affection, and stuff like. So sometimes if it's not there at first, it's okay as long as you are open to receive that stuff, because a lot of people, they just, that's just not how they grew up.
Yeah, that's true. And I've had people tell me that. Because I am very, very affectionate. Very. Like, my cousins and family, we hug and kiss and I love you after every call. Like, we didn't see you yesterday, but we did, and you came back today and we loved and hugged and kissed. And we all sit on the same couch and share the same blanket. That's just what we do. So if you're not affectionate, I don't even know if I could, I don't know if I could deal with that. Because
Yeah,
I'm
but that's
over
what
it.
I'm saying. But if the guy, but that's what I'm saying. Sometimes if you're your sweet loving self and this person is the way they are, as long as they're willing to be a conduit of what you're trying to give them, then it should be good. Now, if
Yeah,
it
it would
doesn't,
be.
But
I
what?
mean, I don't
Yeah,
So
if you're open
so
to it,
what if
yeah.
what if you're giving them something and they're not giving it to you back? Does that mean is that automatically exclude them
It
because
doesn't
they're not
exclude.
know.
affectionate or they're not a good communicator? Does that automatically exclude them?
I'm going to be very honest because y'all know that's what I am. So,
Right. Right.
Come on with it.
so for me, um, if that's not who you are, right, just by nature, and if that's not your natural way, nor are you open to that and trying to change that or adapt to some of the things that I need, which would be affection and good communication, then yes, that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
That's a deal breaker. If you're not open to that, that's a deal breaker.
Nikki?
Eventually you realize that that's not of that person, and but here's the thing, a lot of us still deal anyway when we
Right.
know that from jump.
So many people.
Right,
Right.
and we know that from jump, and we try, but you can't put a round peg into a square hole, and you just can't, you
Then
know.
I just don't think that's true
So
happiness for
so,
me.
so
Latanya.
like Krishna said, I don't have time for potential at this point. I'm 50 years old. You either gonna have it or you're not gonna have it. Like the affection is a must, because it just comes with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the communication, you know what? There's a lot of men who don't know how to communicate, but there's also a lot of women who don't know how to communicate.
Oh,
But there's
absolutely.
gotta be something there's gotta be a way in actions and a person if you're going to be in a relationship with a person, you got to know without asking the question that they care about you all the time.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I
Totally
mean? And
agree.
it's like I'm not trying to waste my time trying to figure out, I wonder if he cares about me
Yep.
or whatever. At this point, I'm 50. Oh my gosh, I'm really 50, but I'm 50. I need to know this. I need to see this stuff. And,
Right.
you know, yeah, I think I have expectations, but I think that I can give them. And I'm learning that even with myself, I'm a great communicator with you guys, but in my personal life, I don't communicate as well because I
Okay.
hold like a lot of things in or whatever. But you have to know yourself and
Yep.
you got to
Right.
know that person that you're dealing with
You
and
got to,
stop
yep.
and stop and stop saying, oh, I wish he would do this or I wish he would
Oh
do that. Because if
no,
he ain't doing
yeah.
it now, he ain't going to do it.
Right.
He's not
Right.
doing it.
Right. But that's a good point.
Uh,
You have to look in the mirror and check yourself. You are
right.
definitely right about that. Definitely right.
Right. We have some comments. Alan said, I agree. Latanya Michelle. Rondell says sometimes they're attracted to the other person. Cherie says your mate should always include you in his or her plans if they care about you.
Absolutely.
And Rondell said,
Absolutely.
huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then Rondell said, and scared to tell them. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay. Oh, okay. Alani. Hey, Alani. That's my good girlfriend. Or AKA cuz. Okay. Time, honesty. Honestly, not a boring person, a person that will always have my back
Yes.
and good communication. You have to be a sexually individual dot dot dot.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes,
Girlfriend.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you are boring, if you don't like to go out, if you don't like to laugh or smile, if you don't like to dance, if you don't like to do any of them things, I am not the woman for you. Because those are all the things that I like to do.
Do you
So
Yeah.
ever find
Okay.
a
So
guy?
wait.
Do you ever find a guy that does all that stuff?
I did. I did.
Okay.
But I wasn't ready
Did you
for
mess
him.
it up?
Yeah,
See?
I just said I wasn't ready for him.
Yeah.
I was not ready for
Wow.
him because he was a full grown man and I was still in that I need three men. I'm still not
What
ready
about
to
you,
be
Nikki?
faithful.
She said, "She crazy." What about you, Nikki? Have you found that person who gives you everything or something like a lot of stuff that you enjoy? and that you
Yeah, a
like
lot
and
of
want?
stuff that I enjoy. Not every little thing, but I'm also a communicator too. So whatever I'm not getting, if I got probably 80% of the stuff, the other 20%, I'm letting you know that hey, you want to make me 100% whole? Yeah, buddy, I need these other 20% things. I need the whole kit and caboodle. But so far so good. You're doing good. So
Yay.
yeah, yeah, but that's because I have to say because that's because I took my time and waited to see if this person was delivering. You know,
Yeah.
so the key word for me too is consistency. If the guy is consistent, that's like half the battle right there. Just being consistent, because consistency goes a long way. It goes up there with the trust factor. So I could count on you.
Right.
Rondell, I didn't
Right.
really mean
I like
3
that.
men. I just meant that I was still in the
Yes, she
dating
did.
stage.
Yes, she
No,
did.
I
She
did not.
meant three.
I just meant that I
Okay.
wasn't ready to be faithful. That's what I meant.
I love
Okay.
it.
Let me
I
just
love it.
Oh,
I love it,
wait.
Trina.
Wait,
let
hold
me
on,
just say
hold
that.
on. Rondell told me to read the text again. He said, "Oh, sometimes women are too aggressive and scare the men."
Ding 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 ding
I
ding
heard
ding
that.
ding 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 ding. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then okay. So with that, um, do you have a list, and do you actually revise the list as you go? I think
I
we kind
have
of
one.
broke
I
down.
have one.
You had one,
I had to change my list because one of the things that was on my list is I didn't want to date a guy with children
really?
Mm.
Wow.
Wow.
because
I
No,
mean, I've heard
I'm by
that.
myself.
no,
Huh?
I understand that. I can understand that. Yeah.
Because listen, I'm in Georgia by myself. I don't
Yep.
have any. My child is grown,
Okay, so
so
that's not hard to. It's hard to. It might be hard to come by, but I get it. I have a lot of women that are in my circle that have their children are off to college. So when they meet somebody new, they're not interested in meeting somebody that pretty much has a 2-year old. You know.
yeah, that
Ding
and
ding
plus
ding ding ding. Or
plus
10-year-old.
plus baby mama dramas and all that.
Ding
It's a
ding
lot
ding
of
ding ding
different
ding.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But but
absolutely.
I but but I but I changed that. I had to change that.
Okay. Okay.
There's a lot of
Good.
stuff that I've changed.
But I
You know
think
what?
we,
I don't
yeah.
even have a list anymore. I don't even think I have a list anymore
I
because
don't
it's
write
just like
down a list. I don't write it down, but I do have it in my head. I definitely have a list in my head, and I do revise my list every now and then.
yeah.
But I don't have like a written down list or anything. But I have a list.
Hold on, the comments are off the chain. Cherie said they must have a passport and love to travel. Yes, girl.
I
I
love
know.
you. I love you. That's
Yes,
right.
get it together.
That's
And if
right.
they
Okay.
listen, if they don't have a passport, they need to get one as soon as they get with you.
Yeah,
Child.
yeah.
Amen.
And they need to
That's
pay
right.
extra to get it expedited.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, in
Okay,
COVID you
people out
can't
there,
do that, but
have you
okay.
had a list? Have you tried to revise it? Like or have you revised it?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll read your answers as we move along here because we are down to the nitty gritty. Okay. How often do you do a mirror check? Look at yourself.
Every day. Mine is every day because every day I am messed up in some form. Every day.
Okay.
Yeah, every day I have to
Mine
look
is
in the mirror and check myself because I can get loose and wild very quickly. So
Okay.
I have to check
Latanya?
myself.
mine is not every day, but I do it often. I do it often. When I yeah, I do it
I
more
do too.
often than anything now because I realize that I'm part of the problem some of
Yep,
the time.
yep.
Yeah, I do the mirror check too. Got to calm myself down, talk myself off the ledge, et cetera, et
Absolutely.
cetera. Or call
Ab-
my girlfriends to talk me off the ledge.
Right, right.
Okay, so are you a runner, Trina?
Yes. I have several pair of tennis track shoes, heels. I will run in anything, everything at any given time for any given reason. I am a runner.
I got a
Okay,
video for
Latanya.
you. I
Latanya.
got a
Latanya?
video for you. I'm trying to retire my track shoes. I'm trying. I swear to God, I got a whole bunch. I have a whole bunch of them, but I'm trying to retire my track shoes. Trying.
I used to be, but I put my sneakers up. I put my sneakers up. I used to be.
I don't want to be a runner. I don't want to be a runner, but I'm a runner by nature. By
Right.
nature, I'm just a runner.
Okay.
I got a
And-
video that I just watched today that you need to see, Latrina.
Send it to
I'm
me.
sending
Send
it
it to
to
me.
you.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. Are we, I think, so we kind of talked about if we're scared about relationships. I think we did go into that in the beginning, but does age matter?
So,
As far as what? As far as what?
relationships, you mean?
Yeah, as far as like, you know, whether or not you feel like you're the reason of being single, because maybe for example, you know, you're older now, you have different expectations, etc., you know, on being single.
So I've dated much older and had a good time with that. I've never really dated a man much younger, younger than like 5 years, I don't think. But I don't know that it really matters. I mean, I just need to, you know, where are you mentally? Where are you in your life? What have your experiences have been? You know, so I don't know if if that really matters to me.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. It doesn't, no, not for me. Latanya?
I don't understand the question, but no, I don't think.
Wait a minute, how you gonna answer the damn question and don't understand the question?
Next,
Age
look,
matter.
we
Y'all,
trying to get it all
listen,
in. We trying to give you people
listen,
everything.
listen.
Well, we can, look,
Listen,
Nikki, we can go over a little bit. It's okay. It's okay if we go over a little bit. Very little. Very little. Very little.
Age matters as far as me dating somebody younger or older. Is that the question?
Yes, that's the question.
Oh my gosh, I used to be addicted to younger men. Like I was addicted. I didn't want to
So
date
what is
nobody
younger,
my
though?
age.
What do you mean? How much younger?
Like I just turned 50, so I was into like 35 and older. Like 35 to like 42. I didn't want to date nobody my age, and I didn't want to date guys older because they were boring and set in their ways. And it seems like younger guys always they always have passion. You know, they always make efforts. They want to have fun, and they just like different things. I hate boring routines. And
Girl,
so,
I done had
but
some
I
older
changed
men
that.
I done had some older men that act like young men.
I changed that, and I just was I became open, and so now the person is like he's not even a year younger than me. He's like a couple months. I'm 50, Shotty. How old are you? No,
Hey.
I just needed to be your experiences. I just need you to have experience with some shit. So I you know, I can't say that's age. I just need you to have experience.
Yeah. And be open. Be
Yeah.
open and say, screw it. Let's live our lives and let's have fun and let's break rules. Let's make our own rules.
Hey, exactly.
Oh, I like that. Make your own rules. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. People out there in the world, Trina and Latanya, do you believe in fairy tales?
Absolutely. I'm addicted to the Hallmark Channel. I'm addicted
Why'd you take my shit?
Right. Latanya and I are addicted to the Hallmark. I have been watching Christmas shows on the damn Hallmark Channel for 2 weeks now, okay? So I just love love. I love love. So, I mean, whenever I can go around love, be around love, watch love on TV, I am addicted to love. So,
okay.
I believe in fairy tales.
Latanya?
So y'all know my saying. I've always believed in fairy tales. You know, people always say fairy tales aren't true, but when you think about it, every fairy tale that we've experienced that we grew up on, I don't even think kids hear fairy tales anymore, but we grew up on fairy tales, and every fairy tale had a happy ending, but people don't realize that before they got to the happy ending, they had to go through some stuff.
Right.
3 Little Pigs, their house got blew down. Little Red Riding Hood had to go through some, you know, Cinderella had to go through something. And I think we as Black people, Hallmark will tell you that all the time. I've been talking about Hallmark all freaking day.
Yeah, you have.
Hallmark is it gives me hope. That's why I watch it, because yes, it's all white couples, and yes, you're gonna, you know, that there's a happy ending, but they always go through shit and they always figure it out. They always figure it out. We can't say that about a lot of us because we give up on each other too easily.
Yeah, that's true. Alan, can I just tell you? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tanya.
So I'm all about fairy tales.
Alan, I just want to tell you that I am not proud that I was a runner. I'm just saying I was a runner, okay? I didn't say I was proud of it. I just said that's what it was.
Well, I have to hear that too, right?
Right.
Well, you proud of that? Well, yeah.
I'm just saying no.
Right.
Oh,
Aw. Well, I do want to say that I do believe in fairy tales almost too much. That's just because I'm a romantic. I love love and all of that other stuff like that. But I will say this: I love love, but I did have to scale back like a little bit on. You love love, but make sure you're really in love. Like make sure that it's real and all of that.
And you,
How do you make sure of that?
Huh?
How do you make sure of that?
Oh,
what's the guarantee?
I take that look in the mirror at myself and what I really want. I take a look at my situation in real life. You know what I mean? By seeing how I'm feeling in the situation, how that person is treating me, etc. That's what I do. I have to do that. That's what's real.
So I was watching a TikTok the other day. Y'all, I'll be into my stuff. And this guy said something, and it was so important. You don't measure love by the good stuff. You measure love by the bad stuff.
Oh yeah, I've heard
like how do y'all get through the bad situations and everything and stuff when they come? That's the true test of love. Because if it's good all the time, what is there to measure?
Right. Well, I believe in fairy tales because, and y'all know I always go back to my daddy, but he showed me such a love in a daughter that I'm like, that's it. I want that.
What you want? Right.
I want that. So, but he showed me that, father to daughter, and I wanted that in a relationship. So my fairy tale comes from just the fairy tale that my father showed me. And that's what I want in a relationship.
My fairy tale come from because I done put it in my head. Like I feel like I believe in such a pure love, that has been tainted by today's, because we say I love you so easily to just anybody.
So
and it don't mean anything and stuff.
Yeah.
So I believe in like a pure love where two people who are really, really dedicated, you know what I mean? People done told me I love you so many times, but they screwing around. They might be sleeping with my friend or dogging me. You know what I mean? So how can you love me and you're doing that to me? And it's no excuse. There's no excuses to that. That ain't love. So I believe in the real thing. And I believe you got to go through hell sometimes to get through it. But I believe it.
Yes, you do, girl. Yes, you do. you just do. Emotionally, sometimes it'll take you there, and it's that kind of stuff that will let you know that we can beat this. We can,
right,
we can get through this. With talking, sometimes it's a shouting match at first.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Sometimes it's a shouting match, but for me, I believe in healthy arguing and stuff as long as nobody's being disrespected.
I had to learn how to argue, though. I had to learn how to argue. Because my arguing was below the belt. Mine was attack, defense. Oh my God, it was god awful. So I had to learn.
You can't take back. You can't take certain things back.
I didn't want to take them back, but I didn't want to take them back. But I had to learn how to have healthy disagreements. I'll call it that. Not a healthy argument, but I had to learn how to have healthy disagreements.
Okay. Well, Angela says, yes, fairy tales definitely still come true. Agreed.
That's right.
And shout out to everybody that's still online with us. We're just going in. But to close, I said that we were going to go back to, in light of this, are you the reason why you're single? I think a lot of us kind of through this discussion, we figured out a couple of things about ourselves through Trina, through me, through LaTanya, through some of the comments. So everybody contributed to the show. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. One
And
last
just
thing.
remember, we won't be on next week. Remember,
That's
because
right.
it's the holiday, so
Right.
we're gonna
We want everybody to enjoy the
Yeah.
holiday. Have a safe holiday.
very safe.
Yes.
Very safe.
Everybody, again, be grateful. Rondell, what's the definition of love? Wow, man,
Yes,
that's another
yes.
topic.
Al Green has a song. Go look it up. It's called
Yeah, look.
LOVE.
But that is a good
Inside joke.
But that is a good topic. Maybe we should consider that for one of our weekly topics.
Okay,
So-
yes. Oh, let me just say this too. Any topics that you think that you guys want to know more about or would like to have a discussion about, go ahead and put it in the comments here, or you can actually go on our page when ladies talk. Share the pages, please. You guys have been great. Thankful for you guys again. Trina, any last thank yous and gratefuls before Thanksgiving?
Just grateful for everything, all of you, friends, family, people who sign contracts for my business.
Any good
Yes,
news?
God.
You
Yes,
have good
God.
news. What's your good news?
My good news?
You
What's
have
my
good
good
news?
What is my good news?
You said people signing contracts? Like,
Oh
girl.
yeah, people had, so I'm at Coppin State University. I'm a big girl now with a sign by designers and architects. Yeah. So just keep those coming in. Keep those coming on in. So I am appreciative and grateful for signed contracts.
Okay, Latanya, I know you have a lot of things to be thankful for this week, girl. The cha-ching, stuff been coming in. Go on. Go ahead, shouting you out.
Yes, thank you. First of all, my business, my deals has been coming in. Yes, grateful. I'm grateful that somebody really cares about me. Like, yo, I just had the best birthday yesterday.
Oh my God.
And he it's so funny because I'm saying this really quick, but I'm gonna say it anyway because he deserves it. But I always say, my thing is, does people listen to me? Do people listen to me? And so there's some things in Atlanta that's my favorite. So, yesterday our day started off with going to a hike to a place that I really love. We went to get massages to a place that I really love.
Yeah.
I got the coochie thing, the
But
coochie.
the vagina steam. The vagina steam, baby.
steam, yeah,
The vagina steam, baby.
vagina
Oh,
steam, I
Lord.
got that too. I got that, and then it was just like, it was, how every girl has a fairy tale and you drive up to a castle. So
Yeah.
I had no idea where we was going. So we drove up to, and it was a winery, but it's like a castle. And we stayed in, oh my gosh, the hotel was just like everything. The dinner was everything. Like, he really like took the time to make sure he thought about me, and stuff. So that's
Yay.
day
I
one. That was
love
yesterday.
him.
So
Oh, that's so
today,
sweet.
y'all,
And
I'm still
and
kicking
Latanya,
up.
he planned all that on his own.
Let me tell you something. Not only did he plan all this on his own, he planned all this in a couple of days because I was being stubborn and I was being crazy, Latanya Michelle, and I said no at first. So he planned all this in a couple of days. So he actually came and picked me up, which we live like 40 miles away from each other, picked me up and told me that I need to pack my bags until Saturday. So I'm kind of like still
That's what I'm
kidnapped.
talking about. That is, oh my
Look,
God.
yes.
Oh my God. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Wonderful. Well, you enjoy the rest of your spontaneous birthday and your time and your friend that you're with that's planned all this. Excuse me.
Thank
And
you, honey.
I'm grateful that you are happy. I'm grateful that you're happy, and that you're able to experience some things for your birthday during COVID, even in spite of COVID. So I'm really happy for you. Really happy.
Oh, I
And
love
Nikki,
y'all, ladies.
I'm happy for you that you're in a relationship too, because at some
Yeah.
point y'all gonna say that shit to me, okay? So just know.
Yes, we speaking it. Listen, Trina. First of all, I'm not in a relationship yet. Hold up, I'm not in a relationship yet.
But you're in a friendship of someone who is listening to you.
Yes.
He listens to
And
me.
that
He's amazing.
Is still
He's
something to be
absolutely
grateful
amazing.
for. Yeah.
And
So,
he seems to be consistent.
Latrina, he's very consistent. Latrina, we're gonna speak this into your life.
okay,
We
go
are
ahead.
celebrating your
Hands
relationship
stretched
that's
out.
full of true love.
Wait, hold on.
Love. That's true love. That every single day that this man loves you, he takes his time with you, and guess what? And you love him back. So we celebrate that because it is so.
Hey,
And
hey,
I will drink to that. Clink, clink.
clink.
All right, ladies, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. I
Have a
love you
happy
guys.
Thanksgiving.
Be safe. Enjoy whatever you guys are going to do. Talk to you the week
See y'all.
after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay.
Love y'all.
Bye.